Kimmy is single and she stays alone in an apartment. She will put menswear at home, deliberately showing that she's not living alone. But even so, she has an unwelcome guest. The milk in the house is lost. The toilet cover also opened inexplicably, and she does not know why the lock cover is open. She decides to check CCTV at home. She gets to know that a pervert has already entered her house, and now he's just under the bed. Kimmy wants to run, but it's too late. The man has been hiding in Kimmy's house for a long time, sleeping around her at night. He will quietly leave before she wakes up daily. Kimmy doesn't even know there is a hidden person in the house. She feels weak in the morning. One day she noticed the door lock cover is open again, so she changes the door's password. When she returns home, she sees the lock cover is open again. She is getting a bit worried. When she's about to sleep, Kimmy hears someone is pressing the password code outside. She walks towards the door and sees through the peephole. After Kimmy confirms there is nobody, she opens the door. She sees no one, but a secret bar on the floor. She calls the police. Police came, but there are not enough details to file an investigation. Kimmy is helpless, and she goes back to sleep. When she's asleep, a man quietly crawls out from under her bed. He takes out an anesthetic and makes Kimmy sleep deeply. Then the man treats the house as if his own. He will brush his teeth and shower. He then puts the toothbrush back in the original positions and wipes the water on the floor. He gently touches and hugs Kimmy, sleeping together with his naked body. The next day when Kimmy wakes up, she feels pain and tired. In the office today, Kimmy meets a strange customer, Jack. Jack tells Kimmy that he is a neighbor to her, but Kimmy does not have the impression. She gives a smile to be polite. Then Jack proposes to date her, but she refuses. Jack becomes angry. He thinks that Kimmy looks down on him. The branch manager who is observing steps in to help. He interferes and asks the security officer to drive away Jack. But Jack does not give up on this. Jack appears when Kimmy is waiting for a bus after work. He invites Kimmy to take a taxi home with him. Kimmy refuses, and at this time the branch manager appears again to rescue. He then sends Kimmy home. Kimmy is glad she reaches home safely, but there is no electric power. The apartment is dark and Kimmy can't see. Someone knocks on the door suddenly. Kimmy is afraid, but slowly goes closer to the door. She sees the branch manager. She opens the door for him. She just realized that she left her purse in his car. The branch manager offers to fix the electric power. He turns on the electricity switch to bring the power supply back to normal. After fixing it, the branch manager asks permission to go to the bathroom. Kimmy wants to make sure the bathroom is clean for the branch manager. She goes into the bathroom to make sure. Upon entering, Kimmy finds the cover of the toilet is lifted again. She is panicking. The branch manager goes to the toilet to wash his hand. Kimmy then asks, "How do you know my apartment unit number?" The branch manager is stunned for a moment and does not answer it. Without thinking, Kimmy rushes downstairs to call the police. She suspects the branch manager. When Kimmy arrives at her apartment with police officer, Kimmy asks the police officer to open the door. When the police open the door, she sees that the branch manager is already being strangled to death. The police inspector interrogates Kimmy. The inspector informed that the branch manager was anesthetized and strangled. The inspector suspects that Kimmy killed the branch manager and tried to play a trick of denying it. Besides, there is menswear in Kimmy's house. In Kimmy's mind, there is another person in her apartment. Due to a lack of evidence, Kimmy is being released. She decides to move out of this apartment for her safety and will never return. When she is clearing her room, she finds a door card under the bed. The door card is for the apartment unit of the same building. She randomly tries on each level of apartment unit when nobody is around. Finally, she managed to open a 7th floor apartment unit. Kimmy goes in. There is dust everywhere, and it seems nobody lived there for a long time. But she finds a clue. She learned from the letter that the unit owner is Jenny Hui, who is a girl. Kimmy calls her friend Annie to investigate Jenny Hui together. They call Jenny Hui's mobile number, but nobody picks up. From the crew that gets to know she will spend 3,200 won at the convenience store every Saturday afternoon. Since today is Saturday, they waited at convenience store at 12:30 noon. A girl comes in and buys something that costs 3,200 won. Kimmy and Annie trail the girl, but they lost her at the junction. To find her, they move separately. Kimmy finds a suspicious house. She is surprised to see the house has the same lock as her own. Kimmy tries with random password to open the door, but she fails to open. When she's about to leave, she recalls and presses the new password she just set recently. Unexpectedly, the door opened. Kimmy is surprised to see a woman lying still and her hands tied to the bed. Kimmy tries to calm down and call the police, but she hears footsteps from the outside. She quickly hid under the bed. A man walks into the room. He's a pervert. The pervert man takes the anesthetic, injects it into the tube attached to the woman's arms. From the pervert man's conversation, Kimmy learns that the woman in the bed is Jenny Hui, and he is the killer of the branch manager. Kimmy tries to escape. She hides behind the door. Now Kimmy sees from behind the door that the woman's legs are gone. The man then unties the woman's hand, wants to cut her hand using a saw. Kimmy quietly walks towards the door, but the phone suddenly rings. "Hello, miss. Your phone is ringing." Kimmy managed to run out of the house. At this time, her friend Annie comes to help, but Annie is knocked down quickly. Fortunately, a police car passes by, and Annie cries out for help. The man escaped, and the two are being rescued successfully. The police found a dead body on top of the building with a business card in her hand. Kimmy recognized the business card was given by her recently to her neighbor, Jack. The police inspector takes Jack to the police station for interrogation, but Jack denies killing the girl. The policeman showed Jack the photo of the broken hand. Jack immediately said that he would not kill somebody using a saw. The inspector asked Jack how he knows the hand is being sawn. Jack says that he is a carpenter. Cutting with other tools will not give this result. Then the police inspector sees Jack is wearing an old watch. He recalls that the murderer is wearing an old watch as Kimmy described. The inspector tells Kimmy that they have to wait for the fingerprints confirmation results before arresting Jack. Kimmy is moving out, and she returns the key to the security guard. The new apartment is fixed with 3 locks for more precautions. At night, Kimmy receives an anonymous express delivery. She opens it and finds that it is a phone that she has left at the murderer's house. The other party also sent many photos of her when she was sleeping. Kimmy tells this to the inspector and her friend Annie. The police inspector buys a CCTV recorder for Kimmy. Upon reaching home, Kimmy installs the CCTV. It is clear and safe to have. She then goes to the convenience store. A man comes to greet her. He is a security guard of her former apartment. The security guard is very friendly, but Kimmy is very uneasy. She hears that the security guard is buying a cup of vegetarian porridge that costs 3,200 won, and she sees that he is also wearing an old watch. She is terrified and runs home. She locks all the 3 locks. Just then, the police inspector calls. She tells Kimmy not to leave home, as Jack has been killed, and the murderer is another person. Kimmy is stunned when she sees a cup of vegetarian porridge that she doesn't buy. She turns on the CCTV recorders and sees a man has entered her house and now is under her bed. She tries to run, but the security guard she met this morning is holding her from behind. He inserts her hands with a pipe and a drip bottle. Kimmy is shaking in fear. The man touches her head as if it were a toy. Kimmy knows that she needs to be brave now. She bites the security guard's ear, takes the anesthetic, and injects it into his hand. She runs out, but he catches her very quickly. He picks out an axe and prepares to cut down her hand since she's trying to escape. Both of them are knocked down by the fallen cabinet accidentally. At the critical moment, Kimmy pushes away the security guard, and his head hits the nails and dies on the spot. After a few weeks of investigation, Kimmy is acquitted due to the reason of self-defense. She is still living alone. There is no longer a pervert following her, but she still has a big phobia. Occasionally, she will look under the bed to see if there are still people hiding. That's all for today. If you like my video, please subscribe. Until next time, bye!